I don't know about you guys, but my go-to beverage is a Diet Coke. I know it's not the best thing in the world for you. You got the artificial sweeteners in there, the aspartame, but hey, it's something I enjoy. Like if I have a headache, it somehow clears it up. So I guess I really should be reviewing a Diet Coke Lightning McQueen, but the next best thing is just a general Coca-Cola McQueen. So guys, let me know in the comments, what is your go-to beverage? You like soda, or if you call it pop? I call it soda. I don't know if that's regionally appropriate being in the Midwest. I think it actually is not. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. Today, we will be reviewing a Coca-Cola Lightning McQueen. Nothing against Pepsi. Like, I don't mind a Diet Pepsi either. There are many tiers to it. Like a McDonald's Diet Coke is so much different from the Diet Coke you buy in a can at your local grocery store. And we don't need to get into that today, but there are so many tiers to it. And yeah, coming off of this weekend where I did my damaged Piston Cup Racer Next Gens Part 2, we have the 12 days of Christmas in a few days beginning. Just kind of wanted to relax with this Coca-Cola McQueen and kind of actually just celebrate Lightning McQueen as a whole. I have the 2026 promo White Walls Lightning McQueen in hand here, the only known person actually right now who has one. Not to flex or anything. I just wanted to show you guys that. So we'll take a little bit of a look at that later on in the video. Coca-Cola McQueen here is not going to take all the time in the world. And also, don't even have really the customizer to credit here. It was basically a Chinese contact. Pretty sure he wants to stay anonymous. I do have a few others from him that I will likely review in the future depending on how this video does. And I'll try and glean your feedback on which one of those I should review. It almost is a factory custom, but no, this was handmade, potentially using a factory custom. Now let's see. Now, yeah, this is actually a legitimate base here, probably taken from like a Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen. That date stamp 2613. So maybe it was a Radiator Springs McQueen from the Radiator Springs Classic line. Because funny enough, of all the metallic Lightning McQueens that Mattel has done, they have never done Cars 1 McQueen. And I don't even need to go through the whole list for you, but there's Cars 3 McQueen. They get into some obscure variants like Hudson Hornet Piston Cup Lightning McQueen. How about, yeah, this White Walls McQueen with the tar splatter? Why not do him metallic? Why not do Rust-eze McQueen metallic, but not the original, most iconic paint job? I never understood that, and something it seems like they're passing up the opportunity to do for Cars 20th anniversary in 2026. Don't understand that either. But I am curious to take a look here at how these decals were applied, because they're pretty good. Like, they're really good. It's almost like, I don't know, this is bad to say. This one always reminds me of toilet paper, this one going across the hood. It's not, though. It's really good. I don't know why the texture just kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, feels smooth and all that. My only gripe with this custom is that it does have a few chips. Now, these were like very cheap customs. I did not commission these to be done. They were already done and just kind of being sold for funsies. They were pretty much made just on a whim for funsies. But yeah, a couple chips. And yeah, you probably could have added a few more decals here. Maybe a Coca-Cola logo on the wing there. Maybe keep his number on the hood. Like, you know what I think would have looked cool, by the way? You can actually see the 95 decal that was stripped. This decal right here. I would have left that on. Like, I think that actually would have looked pretty good. But I think he was, really just trying to go for his original design. And yeah, it looks really good. I like the stripe across the hood. The eyes look fine and all that. He also seems to have taken off the Lightyear text from the tires, giving it, just a very much so Coca-Cola Christmas look. And yeah, Coca-Cola and Christmas do kind of go together. So this is pretty timely. Those commercials and everything. Yeah, pretty much just this Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen converted into a Coca-Cola Lightning McQueen. But yeah, really curious as to what your thoughts are. What are your go-to drinks? Yeah, by the way, I would have also left like the taillights. You just stripped McQueen down into his most basic condition and added some nice Coca-Cola toilet paper, just kidding, decals. The other ones I have from this customizer, this one's probably your best one, maybe your most controversial as well. This one was done using a factory custom for sure. You could see here on the base, unless I'm just completely wrong, but almost 100% sure this one was done using a factory custom like Silver McQueen. The expression's pretty awesome. Need not I mention the sponsor, the logo on this one, Barbie, would have been very fitting a couple years ago when that movie came out, which I guess was actually only like a year. No, that was 2 years, 2.5 years ago now, right? Or was it just Pilates? I didn't think that was there. So maybe I'll review this one as well, just because of how iconic Barbie is and also a Mattel property. This one's 1000% done using that white Lightning McQueen factory custom. Has a lot more decals. Castrol, similar to the Castrol Next Gen I reviewed a few months ago. Nissan Dunlop. Maybe I'll give him his own video. Don't love the eyes on that one. And then this one, which probably won't be reviewing because it has a cigarette brand on the spoiler there. Not going to even mention it. Not trying to get demonetized. But you do have the Shell gas station logo there. This one's more of a hodgepodge. You have some contingency sponsors. Pretty cool. This one might be my favorite. Again, using a factory custom. You could tell by the eyes. And really the windows and the wheels and the base. So yeah, 4 pretty wild Lightning McQueen customs. But yeah, lots of McQueens have been done in this metallic coat of paint. And yet, never the Cars 1 version. Isn't that just crazy? There is a factory custom of it, but it's extremely rare. Actually, there is a couple factory custom Cars 1 Metallic McQueens. This is a Pixar Fest one of which is very rare. And then there are some that are not as rare. But still, they are not like common factory custom McQueens. Like, you see these white and green and yellow McQueens and all those country Lightning McQueens. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I did want to reserve the end of this video to talk about the promo White Walls Lightning McQueen here that I just recently obtained. I did a short video on it the other day talking about what I know is the promo for 2026. Don't know how the promo will be ran. Probably, if I were to guess, through Target again. Now, that was for the US. Internationally, Toys R Us had a part in it, which Toys R Us in Canada, they're closing up, they're drying up. So I would doubt that Toys R Us would be involved this time. So it might be more of an online thing. Maybe Amazon, that could make sense. Who knows, though? We will see. I know with the gold Lightning McQueen in 2021, some stores loaded up on it and like to the point where it defeats the purpose of it being a promo. It's really not supposed to be available at retail. Like a promo, that is short for promotion, promotional offer, where you kind of do something and then you get rewarded with this car. You know, it's not necessarily meant to be like a direct transaction. Like back in the day, the first promo that really mattered for cars was the Manny Flywheel and Coca-Cola 2008. I think, yeah, it was 2008. You're supposed to buy so many cars and then you mail in your receipts and / or the card backs to prove I did buy these cars and I opened them up, whatever, and then they'll send you Manny Flywheel. Like, it's pretty awesome, right? It's like, whoa, what the hell? They don't do that stuff anymore. Obviously not. Nice acrylic case. They did the same thing for Slayer Petrowski. Couple international ones like that. But clearly the world has gone away from that. Now, I do want to make some clarifications. This is just White Walls Lightning McQueen. He does not have the bumper stickers. He does not have the tar splatter, which that is a whole nother version of White Walls Lightning McQueen, and that is the version that got the metallic treatment for this German promo in 2013, mit Flokman. You could see here white wall tires, bumper stickers, tar splatter, metallic paint, one of the rarest McQueens you can seek. Now, I doubt this becomes anywhere close to that, but it is kind of funny they went back to White Walls McQueen. This would be his first time being released in a very long time, so I guess, that is something going for him. By very long time, I mean like 2017 in those Walmart quote-unquote boxes, whatever, the little single boxes. Made in China. Now, a lot of people would look at this stock image, including myself, and be like, that doesn't really look right. Like, that doesn't... that doesn't look right. It looks like a picture I would take of it and then remove the background and slap on the card back. Yes, but this is the picture that they have used for over a decade, mind you. Actually, way longer. I could have said 16 years. It is on the back of the 2009 two-packs that show him, right? So like Damage McQueen, Damage the King, and McQueen. That two-pack, flip it over, you have Fillmore and White Walls McQueen. That same image that they are still using to this day. Pretty cool, pretty wild. And yeah, there's the product code, which, you know, for all you doubters out there, would prove this is a promo, because it is a unique product code that has not been used anywhere else. So there you have it, guys. Coca-Cola Lightning McQueen with a little bit of a dosage on the promo. And I know this video might not get many views, but hey, for those who tuned in for Coca-Cola McQueen, you learned a lot about something that is coming down the pipeline here in the next couple months. We'll see when that comes to fruition. But yeah, I mean, I would love to open it for you guys, but there is like a little, I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be rare. I think it's going to be like the Gold McQueen from 2021. But there is the slightest possibility that something catastrophic happens and it gets canceled. So I need to keep it in the package for now. I will probably do a review of it when it becomes, you know, common knowledge in the next couple months, and there's a whole bazillion of them. But guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.